fuck got a nigga, real bitch, fuck got a nigga, real bitch, fuck got a nigga, real bitch, give a fuck got a nigga, real bitch, fuck got a nigga, fuck got a nigga, fuck got a nigga, fuck got a make it clap like you got it right, make it got it right.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows. So this is my eyebrow tutorial video, and I am going to be showing you guys like all the tools that I used when I'm doing my eyebrows. So I use the Anastasia Promade-Ebony, and I use a spoolie. I have like a fluffing brush to brush out like the concealer, and I use an angle brush to outline my brows, and then pretty much like almost like a concealer brush to like clean up around my brows. For the dip brow, if you don't have one of those, you could use like a pencil or whatever you use. You could use that as well, but I like using the dip brow. Also, you'll need your concealer and your foundation. I use the foundation for the top part and the concealer for the bottom part, because the bottom part is where I like to be most highlighted. Okay, so I started out by dipping the angle brush into the dip brow, and I don't really start from like the front part of my brows. I tend to start from the middle and kind of outline the natural brows that I have, and obviously do it in an angled motion so I could have like the little arch, and I kind of bring it out a little bit more just because I do shave off like the ends of my brows because I have very thick brows and they grow very wild. So I like to shave my brows a little bit so it looks like I have no brows, so then it's easier to work with, because if it's too much hairs, I personally can't work with it. Okay, so now for the top part, I kind of did the same thing. I don't go from the direct front. I start pretty much like in the middle, and then I followed my natural brow shape and pretty much kind of overdraw it a bit. So I don't do it like too much, but I don't do it exactly to my eyebrows. I kind of go over a little bit, and again I did go in and I shaved off like the top part. I pretty much shaved off half of my brows just so when I'm ready to do my brows I could do them like spotless and all of that. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I don't start from the front part. I start from the inner, from like the middle pretty much, and then I kind of work my way down, and then at the front part I do the little swoop going up. I don't know what to call that motion, but I pretty much just swoop it up. So the front part, and I don't press like hard on the front part because I want it to have like a faded look. So I shade in more of the back part of the brow so the ends could be darker than the front, and that way I could have the ombre effect that I want, almost like a faded effect. So yeah, that's pretty much all I do. So now I'm gonna do the same thing for the next side, and then when I'm like concealing, I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so now for the cleaning up, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Concealer. I think this one is in the color Pure Beige. I don't remember, the concealer is like all the way upstairs. I'm not gonna go for it right now. But it is whatever concealer you want to use, whatever concealer you have. You could use that one. And the way how I conceal my brows is I don't go too close to my brows. So I kind of outline it first, and then I take my time to kind of make it a little bit smaller, or you know, if it's the right size, then obviously I just like go over with it with the same concealer and try to like clean it up a bit more. But if I want it smaller, I start like, you know, not too close, because you don't want to make it too small and then you don't have anything to work with. So it's better to start like a little teensy bit away from your eyebrows, not too close, and then if it's too thick, then obviously you could go in and clean it up a bit more, kind of make them a little bit more smaller, but you don't want to go too close on the first try. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys watch what I'm doing, because I might be showing it better than how I am explaining it. So yeah. So now the bottom part of my brows are all done. I'm going to go ahead and start the middle, not the middle part, the top part of my brows. And for the top part, I use my foundation, and I mixed it with like the leftover from, you know, the concealer, because I don't want it to be too bright, but I also want it, like, I like when it shows that I conceal it, but not too much. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not in a way where it's so bright so people can know that, oh my gosh, she literally drew on her eyebrows. Not like that, but I want it to look a little bit light, but like darker or closer to my foundation than the bottom part of my concealer. And again, with the top part, I don't go too close. I start a little bit away from it, and I take my time, because you have to be gentle with it, or else it's not going to, like, you know, come out how you want it. Like, everybody knows your eyebrows are like, it's probably the main, like, it's probably the focal point on your face when you're doing like your makeup and stuff. Like, your eyebrows need, like, it needs to be, I don't know, like, they have to be perfect. Like, trust me, like, I rather my eyebrows are done and nothing else is done, because, like, you know, it kind of shapes your face a bit, so you want to make sure that you're not in a rush. If you know you can't do it, like, you know, in a good 10 minutes, and start your makeup early. Like, if anybody wants to talk shit, let them talk shit. Start your makeup early so you have enough time to do your brows, so you look like a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the aim, okay? That's the aim. But yeah, so that's how I do the top part. And I kind of go back in, clean it up a bit. If it's too thick, I keep going over until I like the size of it. But I gently do this. Like, sometimes my eyebrows will literally take me like almost 30 minutes, because it's just like, I need to get it good. Like, you know, it needs to be done perfectly. Okay, so that's the top part. I'm going to do the next one, and I'm going to speed it up a bit. Now for the middle part, I sometimes just use my fingers, or I'll use my concealer, the concealer brush that but the same brush that I use for my brows. I just use it for the middle part, and sometimes I just use like the residue of whatever that's left over on the brush. I kind of just use it to do the middle part. And then you're going to see me going in with the buffer brush, the black brush. I'm going to, it is an eyeshadow brush, but I'm just going to go in with it to kind of blend out the concealer, so like it's not so harsh, so by the time I'm ready to put my foundation on and stuff, like it's all blended out. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys watch the rest of the video because my eyebrows are pretty much done right now, and there's not really anything left to tell you guys. So yeah. Okay, so we've now came to the end of the video. This is how my eyebrows are looking, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, remember to hit that notification button to make sure you are notified whenever I post. And for those who have not yet subscribed, please to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like these, you know, like little, like maybe like an eyeshadow video, or like a highlight and contour video, or a lip video, you know, let me know and I'll definitely post more contents like this. Thank you guys again, and I will definitely see you guys in my next one.
Looking at a lame and he famous. Clout chasing all different angles. Little nigga don't know it get dangerous.